The Shape of Water is a new film from Guillermo del Toro. I'm sure I've just butchered his name. It's a fairy tale romance film about a cleaner played by Sally Hawkins in what I think is the 50s America, that falls in love with the creature from the Black Lagoon type fishman that is taken into a government base that she works at for testing. It's a film that's like a fairy tale, really. It's got a lot of music that's always evocative all the way through it. It's very meticulously set designed and everything looks great, and it's got this sort of green colour palette. Sally Hawkins' character herself is a mute, so a lot of the communication is physical, and that helps focus people in on the interactions there. Michael Shannon's in it as sort of a government man, and Michael Shannon does a really good job of dialing it back. Normally he's super intense in all these roles, and he manages to push under his sort of bubbling rage a little bit, which helps him portray his character even better. He's a guy who starts off at the top of his field and then slowly gets knocked down peg by peg, and he's got, at the start he has 2 fingers bitten off that they try to reattach, and I think, if I'm right, they start going blacker and blacker and more festering as his position in the company and his attitude gets more and more black and black and goes downhill. But that's a nice little touch. I'm sure there's lots of other visual touches and visual indicators that I haven't picked up on. I'm sure this is a film where you have to watch it a couple of times in order to appreciate all the effort and work that's been put into it. It's certainly not a monster movie, but obviously the special effects for the Fishman, who I don't think is ever named actually, are really good, and it's just a nice different film to watch. It made me think of films like Edward Scissorhands, that have got that dreamy quality to them, and yeah, it's just a nice different film to watch as a sort of palate cleanser before all the summer action films that seem to start earlier and earlier every year come around, because I know you've got the Avengers films and all that coming up in a month or two. So this is just a nice change, and it shows that nice films can be made that don't have to rely on action and gunfire and, you know, masses of gore. Yeah, definitely worth a watch if you enjoy different films as something that's had a bit of quality and curation and time put into it.